How's it going, you sexy motherfucker? Here we go, updates. Game has literally been updated just now. Nothing huge, but at the same time, it's kind of nice actually. I kind of like this update. So they've improved Pest Control. That's what this update is. They've changed some of the rewards, they've mixed it up a little bit, and they've completely updated the entire area. So now you can get higher XP from using your commendation points to level up your skills. They've also added summoning to the number of skills you can level up with the commendation points. Also, there's patches that you can get with the commendation points, and you can use them to attach them to your Void Knight armor. It works with the normal Void Knight and the Elite, and when you attach it to the items, it adds the equivalent of 10 levels to the gear itself. So yeah, all in all, that's a nice little update, because Void Knight, well, it is quite nice armor, let's be honest. Additionally, if you've completed the last Void Knight quest to get the Karasi sword, if you've done that, you can go back to Pest Control, and you'll have access to be able to buy Jessica's sword, which is the offhand companion to Karasi sword. So there is that. Void Knight stays back, that's the quest. But yeah, they've added quite a lot of that. They've changed all the graphics and stuff. So all in all, Pest Control is a little bit better now. So first up, there's a chance you'll get both a commendation and a Void Knight seal whenever you kill a Void Pest within the minigame. You'll only receive the seal if you've got inventory space, and you'll only get commendations if you've hit the limit, which is apparently 1000 now. So you can now hold 1000 commendation points, which is massive compared to before. They've changed it so the Void Knight seals are a bit more useful. You can deal more damage to Void Pests than before whilst you're using that, and you can teleport to the Void Knight outpost at the cost of a charge. The summoning XP, like I said, they just added that. When you buy that with commendation points, it gives you about the same XP you'd get if you was using it to level Prey previously. So if you have done that before, then you probably understand exactly what I'm saying. But Prey, when you added a commendation point, you got a little bit less XP than you would if you was leveling something like Attack, for example. And it's going to be the same thing with summoning, so those two are going to go up at the same rate of XP. Additionally, the rate of XP per commendation point has been increased on all of the skills as well, so you will get more XP more quickly, so it was nice. The seed, mineral and herb packs now give you a selection of resources in various amounts with a rare chance to get high level resources. And those of you who completed Void Stays Back get the Jessica sword, yep, fair enough. But they've also improved the graphics. It does look quite a bit pretty now. Well, it looks better, which is nice because, well, how long has Pest Control been out, let's be honest? God, that's been out for years. So yeah, they've all been updated. The destroyed portals will be clearly noticed now rather than just poof, it's gone. So yeah, they've changed some of the kind of rules for it. The wait time you actually used to wait like 5-10 minutes before the next match starts. That's been reduced to 3 minutes now. So yeah, you can do it more often, that's always good, can't complain about that. The logs for repairing barricades and doors, if anyone ever used to do that, you can pick them up from large stockpiles inside the minigame area rather than cut them down. Additionally, the contribution, the amount of points you can potentially earn kind of thing, that's increased when you're repairing barricades and doors. Portal health as well as the pest stats and life points have all been updated to balance it out. I don't know if any of you went to Pest Control before now and after the EOC was introduced, but you could absolutely rip through all of them. Really, really simple, gotta be said. And then they've made quite a few smaller tweaks as well. And then you have the patch notes. That's basically Pest Control in a nutshell. So they've added more rewards. You can now level up summoning in there's patches for Void Knight armor to make it more powerful, and there's a Jessica sword to kind of offhand with a Karasi if you want. There's your Pest Control roundup. So then you have these, and this is going to go into the patch notes as well, so let's get into it. So graphically, an animation issue with shaking box traps has been resolved. Torches in Lumbridge Catacombs are no longer sunk into the ground. Skills and minigames, the deep sea fishing override will now work properly with skill chompers. Corrected a typo in the mine versus the people caught summons. The Ancestral Spirit aura no longer prevents players from killing Agaroth. It is no longer possible to teleport out of the Trouble Brewing lobby. Moving on to your quests and achievements. It is now possible to continue the Prisoner of Gloth quest after clicking out of conversation after climbing down the sturdy tree. The collapsed door during the Great Brain Robbery quest no longer has an open door option. A small typo within the Book of the Underworld has been fixed. Moving on to the miscellaneous stuff. The Gemstone Golem outfits will now give their effects when logging in or switching worlds. Some items which were given high defensive stats have been corrected, damn. Pre-RS3 accounts no longer have their game world blacked out on their first login. Ultra growth potions now work on Kalquat trees. The correct state is now shown for Agaroth and the D&D tracker in the companion app for free players. The Primal Kite Shields B, I don't know what that is. Examine info is now correctly states that it's a tier 11 weapon. Not bound, obviously. Oh, you fucking pleb. Oh, what you like. So, as they don't have any bones, rum pumped crabs no longer drop any. An issue with rotating customization previews has been fixed. The skill advance guide for Juju Gumbo now correctly states that level 68 is needed. Players will no longer get key tokens in Dungeoneering by creating summoning pouches. When killing Blink in Dungeoneering, there is no longer a chance that the floor will be impossible to complete. An issue with Tiny Lucian when using the balloon transport system has been fixed. The ability queuing has been altered to fire abilities at the same rate as full manual. Several titles are now previewed correctly in Spanish, and the Blessed Hatchet now states it can be reclaimed from the Slayermaster in Tavily instead of Birthorb. So next is the ninja fixes, and these are typically kind of useful. So, familiar summon animations have been updated, the textures on the 4 god swords have been updated, memories will now be overwritten by enriched ones if the player is harvesting from an enriched wisp, that's nice. The new kiln capes, ranged and magic, can now be stored in a keepsake box. The new kiln capes of ranged and magic can now be used to attack ice strike worms, good times. Basilisk graphics have been updated, the animation of stepping over low obstacles has been updated, the animation played when reading books has been updated, a search option has been added to Diango's item retrieval service, the Spirit Tree teleport animation has been updated, and it is now possible to close the tool belt interface with the escape key. The incense burners inside of the Ghost with a Key Dungeoneering room now have left click add herb options, about time. Drop is now the default option on Fish Court while barbarian fishing. And last but not least, you have an engine fix. Hit marks in legacy mode should no longer be out of sync. So there we go, that's everything. Oh, tell how you've got these little bits here, which I don't think are added. The left click option has been removed from all legendary and companion pets to prevent accidental activation of its functions. The functions previously accessed in this way are now available from the familiar button on the action bar. The legendary pet functions accessed via the dialog box have been reorganized. Scavenge and Take to Bank are on the first page, and emotes are activated on the second layer of options. A number of improvements have been made to scavenging function of the legendary pets. A failed scavenge will no longer trigger the cooldown. Legendary pets can now scavenge for noted item drops as loot from enemies. This is selectable within the pet scavenger options interface. The scavenging cooldown has been reduced. The pet scavenge option interface now has a toggle all option. So there we go, there is your patch notes and the update to Pest Control. So yeah, if you need some Void Knight armor or you want to improve it, I would say jump down here now, try it out. It does look quite pretty with the graphical update. So there we are. So until next time people, I will catch you all later, have a good one.